Alright fellas, what's going on? Denonu here, the man with black privilege. And in this commentary video here, we're going to be talking about Fallout 4. Now, Fallout 4, to me, this isn't a review. This is just my overall impressions about the game. I haven't beaten it. I haven't really jumped into it. My character's only like level 14 and 15, so this isn't my opinion upon the whole game as a whole. This is just merely my impressions up to this point, up to my level 15 playthrough. And let me see how I'm gonna say this without sounding really mean about it, but so far I'm not impressed. As a huge fan of Fallout, I've been playing Fallout since the first one. Fallout 1, 2, 3, New Vegas, that shitty one for the Xbox, I think it was called like Brotherhood or something like that, the one about the Brotherhood of Steel. And it's hell, I even played Tactics back in the day. But this game doesn't feel like a Fallout game to me. I mean, I don't know what it is over at Bethesda, what they're thinking, but it just feels off almost. It feels like this was an underdeveloped game. Now granted, all of their games feel like underdeveloped games when they come out. I'm not talking about the typical laziness of releasing a game early, because all of their games feel that way until they patch them out, but I'm just talking about the core mechanics of the game and how the game is actually set up from a functioning standpoint. It feels off, it feels weird, it feels clunky. It seems like a lot of their issues with the engine still persist like 7 years, 8 years in. It's like, come on, like, you think they would have fixed that shit? I mean, I'm not holding them to like a AAA multi-billion-dollar standard, although I should. But then again, it's Bethesda, so it's like I'm expecting shitty products coming out the gate, right? But to me, this is like even more shittier than I'm used to from them. It's a fun game, don't get me wrong. Like the exploration is fun. I'm assuming if you're into the Boston area and stuff, it could be fun too. I know I'm not, because I'm not from Boston. I mean, I know when they came out with Fallout 3, that was in my area. I'm from Maryland and Baltimore, so I'm from like the DC metro area. So that was my area that I'm in. But I don't know. Like I'm not getting the same enjoyment out of it. It seems like they went extremely casual with this one. It seems like with every game that they come out with, it's almost like they have the same business philosophy. Like a board member came down and was like, you know what, we have to make our games more casual to bring in more audience. And you know that's what they've been doing with every one of their games. It's like they're making them and more casual to try to maybe bring in new people. I don't know. Like you have all of the previous game, you know, the previous Fallout skills and stuff. They've wiped them, you know, kind of cut them, you know, they took a lot of them out, but just made it so generic and made it so that the skills don't really matter. You have the base building mechanic, which seems like a last minute tacked on feature to try to appeal to people who like Minecraft and Forge from Halo, which is clunky as all hell. I tried it out for 5 minutes. Don't like it. It's too clunky. It's not streamlined enough for me. And the fact that you throw in a base building mechanic, but yet I can't just build what I want. Why even have it at that point then? Like, what if I want to tear down a house and like build a regular house? Or if I like this house and I want to fix this wall to make it so it don't have a big ass hole in it, I can't do that. I have to put a big ass iron metal sheet in front of it instead of just fixing the wall, you know, by itself. It just seems very lazy, in my opinion. Very lazy. And I'm not harping on, I'm not somebody to jump on a game just because I don't like it and hate on it. I honestly, I keep it real. I can care less. Whatever business decisions they decide to do, it's not going to really affect my decision on buying the game, because I make that choice myself, and I make that choice going into buying a game. I already know what they're doing when I buy it. So I mean, if I'm not feeling something they do, I just won't buy it. I mean that's just the way it is. I'm 30 years old, well, 32 years old now. grown-ass man, really don't care about the politics behind the games as much. I'm just in it for the gameplay because I love games. I like to have fun with them. But just to be spreading hate around just because I don't like something, that's not what I do. I could care less about the hate, really. But it seems like there's a lot of stuff in this game that's, I don't know, like I said before, it just screams laziness. The quests don't seem as fun. They didn't take none of the improvements from New Vegas over into part 4. Now granted, I know they didn't make New Vegas. I think Obsidian did. But I'm just saying, come on. I mean, if it's your property, then carry those same mechanics over. The story is pretty much a rehashed version of Fallout 3, just flipped on the other side. Instead of a kid looking for a father, now it's the father looking for the kid. So it's like, that's lazy writing at that point. I mean, it's like they didn't even try, you know? They didn't, I mean, so far what I played through the game. Now, granted, I don't know how the story ends up, but like I said, this is just on me of just what I played within the first 15 levels. I know I'm gonna play the game throughout its entirety, so this might, you know, so this opinion may change. But so far, it's bland. It is very, very bland. Now, granted, it's fun, but it's bland. I mean, the game feels even more easy. I know to me, the game, you know, all the Fallouts for the most part, besides 1 and 2, they felt easy, you know, like extremely easy. And this one feels even more easier than those because the game has gotten even more casual, so that like things aren't hard. The only time to me the game is hard is when I just don't play carefully. If I just decide to rush into an area trying to make one of my, you know, because I'm let's playing the game too, so to try to make one of my let's play videos, let's say, a little bit more entertaining rather than just me just walking around and shooting people from long range, I'll rush into a building or something and just try to go balls deep in the building, trying to make it more entertaining for you guys. So, but besides doing that, the game is easy. Drugs in this game are incredibly strong for some reason. Before, where it was like, okay, these drugs, you know, may help me out a little bit. If you stack your drugs a certain way, you can own every engagement that you come across in the game. Super mutants, Mirelurk queens, people in power armor. You know, it just seems like, and then on top of that, they give you power armor, which is like really, really strong in its own right. Now, granted, I haven't used it all that much because, like I said, I'm let's playing the game, and in my let's play, I don't use power armor because I want the game to be harder. But from judging what I've seen in other people's videos, and I know I just recently gave it to one of my companions of mine, where she was dying all over the place before, but now in power, you know, now in power armor, she rarely ever dies in combat. So it's like, and plus I used it in the beginning of the game because like they kind of make you use it, you know, to get you, you know, acclimated to it early. But it just seems like it's a very easy game, and then on top of that, here's power armor. That now that's gonna make it even easier. Then on top of that, here now you can craft these really, really strong weapons, and have also no level cap in the game. So what that means, I can play and play and play and play and play, get better and better and better and better and better, and not have the game account for that. I mean, because so far as I'm seeing, it's not taking into account my level cap. It's not like as my level increases, the enemies get stronger. I'm not seeing that. So I don't know. I really don't. It's, to me, Fallout 4, I had high hopes for it, and so far it is definitely not meeting my high expectations. Now granted, my expectations aren't too high to begin with, but I'm just saying, I mean, you gotta have at least have a decent story, or you know, great gameplay, or, you know, something badass about the game, or something that, you know, that I can grab onto. Give me something. And so far, Fallout 4 is just not doing it. It really isn't. But anyway, those are just my opinions on the game. Like I said, they may change. Maybe once I beat the storyline, maybe I'll think it's the greatest game ever, but I doubt it. But anyway, guys, let me know how you guys are liking these commentary videos. I know, like I said in the last one, I plan to do probably 2 videos a week. So let me know if you guys like that schedule, or let me know if you guys want me to talk about something more or something different, or let me know if you want me to pump out more of these videos. I don't mind doing them as long as you guys are interested in them and watching them. So, but as always, my name is Denonu, the man with the most biggest and the most blackest privilege on YouTube, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.